What is up, everybody? Welcome back after the huddle. I'm inside tonight. Forget that. uh, got a good show for y'all tonight. I do have to walk off for like 5 minutes, real quick, to go grab something. But outside of that, what do you say? Wigan Ducks murder cow.
Oh,
All right,
you need to go do what you need to do now.
there we go. And what's up?
I said you
In
need what you
in
need.
in in, in a minute. In a minute.
All right.
Uh, but yeah. So, anyways, everybody, welcome. Uh, we got good games coming up this weekend. First Germany game, that should be exciting.
Yep.
And it's a good one too. Uh, what's it called? Chiefs. Chiefs Dolphins. We'll
Speak,
get into
speaking of speaking of
what's
that,
that?
I said speaking of that game, I seen something today that I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but if that's the case, I don't know if you saw this.
Man, he's gonna get booed probably, especially if he does some crazy
Regard,
celebration if he scores
reg,
or something like that.
yeah, regardless of where the game is, there's going to be Chiefs fans, there's going to be Dolphins fans.
Mhm.
Um, uh, which one to call it? Okay, Chiefs fans, Dolphins fans, but it'll be interesting to see how many boos you can hear from the stadium.
Yeah. Um, got some really good games this week. If you're not reading the ticker, Montez Sweat gets traded to the Bears for a second round pick and then signs a 4 year, $98 million contract. That's crazy.
Without even taking
That
a snap yet.
and without even taking a snap, bruh. Like, and I get it. You saw how he was doing in Washington. He was playing well. He really was. He was balling out. He was doing his thing. But at the end of the day, they gotta do something better than give somebody that's never played for your organization before $98 million in the middle of a
Right,
season.
right.
Uh,
It's kind of like what Baltimore did last year with Roquan Smith.
yeah, yeah, but that Roquan's better to me than Montez Sweat is.
Well, yeah, two different positions though too.
Well, then let me put it like this: Roquan Smith is better at his position than what Montez Sweat is at his position.
Right.
So it's yet to be seen to me about how that's going to work out. But I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, his career is dying." I'm like, man, just got paid $98 million. It's like
No,
70
for
something.
real.
It's like 60 or 70 something guaranteed, wasn't it? Like, I'd take that too. The fuck you mean?
Oh, for real. Oh
What?
yeah.
What? Man's getting paid. Paid with a bag. What do you mean his career is ending? His career just begun.
No, for real.
His chances for winning a championship have diminished drastically.
If anything, have gone out the window.
Yeah, but to say that his career is over, let's not go that far. Career's not
Yeah,
over. It's just,
yeah.
and we've only just begun.
I'm done with you.
But all right, let me go grab what I wanted to grab real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. So I don't know if anybody's seen this, but with shit, Darren Waller got put on IR, and honestly, it's nothing new. You know, the last two seasons, I believe he's been on IR, whether it's been a hamstring or I think an ankle injury at one point. It's always been in lower body, and it just he can never stay healthy. Like we've talked about this, he's easily a top five, top 10 tight end when healthy, but bro can never stay healthy, and that's what the issue is. And both of us have him on our fantasy team, and I end up just straight out dropping him. Honestly, he's just been that bad for me, and just no production whatsoever. Um, let's see, where's the other one? I guess I don't have the other one. What was the other one? No. All right. Well, yeah, Bo Nix is putting his resume in for the Heisman pretty soon. So we're gonna go ahead and get into fantasy for right now. Uh, this week we got a couple good matchups. You got the Giants going to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. No Josh McDaniels, who just got fired midseason. Uh, Turns out he got fired when his kids were trick or treating. Unfortunately, um, Jimmy G's gotten benched, and so it's gonna be a rookie quarterback starting. So I'm not expecting anything out of this game, and Jacob can contest to this when he comes back on about it. Let's see what else we got. So we saw on Thursday Will Levis, playing on a short week. Now he may have dropped 4 touchdowns last week, but this week he kind of got brought back down to earth. Um, Sacked 4 times. I think he threw 265, I believe, but also got picked off once. So he didn't throw any touchdowns, but it's still kind of impressive. Uh, T.J. Watt still did his thing, even when he got his helmet ripped off. So that just kind of like showed exactly him and his brother doing basically like the same thing at one point. J.J. got his helmet ripped off and still making I think either a tackle for loss or a sack that one game when he was playing. And then TJ got his helmet ripped off and still ended up making the sack. So I mean, it's literally brother on brother move right there. I don't know if Jacob can hear me. Let's see.
I can hear you. I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
I'm doing something real quick that I
Oh
couldn't
no.
do earlier. I
Oh
was
no, you good.
so it, for anybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, uh, for anybody that's listening, I was just playing a Madden game that I was in. I'm in a Madden league. That's an online league, and uh, what's it called? I'm sorry. And
Are you playing right
yeah,
now?
no. That's what was taking me so long to get like ready and stuff like that. Is that I
Oh,
was
okay. I
I was
feel
in
that.
the middle of the game, literally in the middle of the game.
I feel that. But what did you think of Thursday night's game?
I'll be honest, I didn't really get a chance to watch it. I was working.
Oh, okay. Did you see any of the highlights or the stats?
I did see the stats. I did see the stats. That boy George Pickens is upset.
I would be too. You mean to tell me -1 passing yards or whatever the fuck it was? Come on, bro. We're in the
Hey, is
NFL.
Cincinnati and Buffalo? Are they playing in Cincinnati or in Buffalo?
Uh, in Cincinnati, I believe. Look, it's on the
Okay.
ticker.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're on the road. They're in Cincinnati. Yeah, yeah. Because I went off of which one to call it? Um, the NFL app.
All right, just doing one more thing, and I'm coming right back to screen.
All right. You watch any games today?
A little bit, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I've been on the game all day. I had 2K practice because we do a league for 2K. So I
Oh,
had
okay.
league practice, and then I had my Madden game just a minute ago. Um,
We'll
so
be here when you get back next shift. So take your time.
yeah, no, I'm just I got busy earlier, and I couldn't. I wanted to do this, and I couldn't do it.
No, I feel that. Uh, what was I about to do? What was I about to say? Oh, so I talked to Dave and all them off the Who F and No show. So
Uh-huh.
hopefully we'll be able to get on there soon with them, or they'll come on here. One of the two they said.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm down for whatever they want to do.
But
All right, I'm coming back to the
how,
screen now.
all right, how are your leagues looking outside of R2?
I'm good. I'm good in one of them. There's 5 teams that are 3-5 in Devin's league that I'm in with him.
What are you?
I'm 3-5.
It's
Yeah.
not. It hasn't been our year almost kind of sorta.
Yeah. I mean, dude, in that league that I'm in with you, Justin Jefferson got hurt. Now Darren Waller's hurt. Uh, Joe Burrow started playing bad in the beginning of the season. It was a mess. I couldn't get nothing going. And
I
then
seen
not, I had a good week last week, but
I
I'm
seen Mixon was on one the running back lists that you need to have for playoff year for your playoff week. And now that Burrow's back, I think his value's about to shoot up even more.
yeah, yeah, it could. It definitely could. I'm just I'm not gonna be able to. I don't know if I can win games with the team that I have in that league.
In which league?
Um, in the league I'm in with you, like I have
Okay.
to be. It has to be like Gus Edwards getting 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that'll work.
Right.
If he can get 3 touchdowns every game, I might have a chance, but that won't happen. So, I mean, we'll see. But I mean, I'm doing good in one league. I'm 6-2. Uh, and in our dynasty league, what are we like 6-2 as well, right?
Yeah, we're in second place.
Yeah, 6-2 there. Okay. And then I don't know if I don't think I won my NFL one. I'll be honest, I didn't check. I don't know if I'm 4 and I might be 4-4 or
I,
5-3.
it's been
I'm
so
I'm five
long.
and three. I'm 5-3.
Okay. Who's your
Yeah.
lineup for that one?
I have Josh Allen, Javonte Williams, uh, Kenneth Walker, Adam Thielen, DK Metcalf, Travis Kelsey, Chris Godwin, Rob Patterson, whatever, the Detroit kicker, Green Bay defense. I had Kirk Cousins as well, D Hop, Christian Kirk, Debo Samuel, and I also have the Falcons defense, and I have Kyron Williams on IR right now.
Hmm.
So, in fact, I actually have to go into free agency tomorrow and go pick up another running back.
I picked up Zach Moss this week.
I'll probably go grab Chuba Hubbard. I picked him up in another league as well.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the games.
All right. All right, let's go. What's up, fantasy football? How you doing, man?
You ready to pick some games with us, fantasy?
Yeah, we're about to pick some games right now. We're about to start it off with the very first game in Germany. Like we said, it's supposed to be coming on at like 9:30 in the morning or something
No,
like that.
no. 7.
It comes on that early.
Yes, it's coming on that early. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
I could have swore they said 9:30.
Uh, I'm pretty sure it's between that time.
Ugh.
All I know is I'll probably be up for it.
All right. Well, anyway, we got
Fantasy.
Miami. Oh, we didn't even get into it. He took Miami off the start. Oh
I
man,
think I
Miami,
think I
KC. Technically, KC's the home team, and Kansas City's a -1.5 favorite. Over under 50.5. Who do you like, Jerry?
who who's the underdog in this one? Because I was thinking that earlier. Is Kansas City the underdog or is Miami?
I mean, are we talking about the spread underdog, or are we talking about in the
Like
public eye?
both. We can go with both.
Well, the spread underdog is Kansas City, but
Okay.
I think the people really think the underdog is still Miami because Miami has yet to show that they can really beat KC like that.
What is the money lines? What is the money line looking like? Who's the underdog on the money line?
Miami.
Oh, okay. I
That's what I'm
think
saying.
I think Tyreek's gonna just tear them a new one, bro. He's talking about he wants to drop 250 on them. And look,
250, bro. I have him in 3 leagues, man. I
that's what
would
I'm saying.
love for him to.
As a Tyreek owner, yes, do it. I'm all for it. Even if he gets one touchdown, even if he doesn't score, 250 is nice.
Yeah.
If he can get 10 for 15 in 250, that's like at least 30 points right there.
Hmm. Yeah.
And then we got Travis Kelce in that game too.
Yeah. Do you think Taylor's gonna make the trip?
Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey. So we have the same thing in our dynasty. We have a Tua Tyreek stack.
Yep.
Yeah, we have Tua Tyreek stack. We also have Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk stack.
Yep. That was key. That's what we needed.
Yeah, we weren't gonna be able to get Ridley, but we were able to get Kirk, and we got him at a good time too. Past my
You,
bedtime, eight
you could
thirty.
you could you gotta remember some people aren't in the same time zone as us.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll be forgetting. Damn y'all for living amongst the world.
But so what you think about this game?
Man, it's really hard not to go Miami. It really is. I mean, their offense is just so explosive. It's so explosive. But the Chiefs defense has played well, especially in the beginning of the season. They played really well on the defense side of the ball. Now, uh I still don't think that they have the speed on defense that can match what Miami has on the offense side of the ball. I mean, you got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they're the fastest team in the league. Um,
It in fact, it is disco. It is.
uh, yeah, we don't talk about that around here as much. We try not to, at least.
Look. After what happened with you last week, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, bro,
Did you see
we're
the video?
tanking. We're tanking. What do you
I'm
expect?
I'm talking about the video. I'm not talking about the season.
Oh, oh, with my dad, bruh, just gonna drop a damn Washington jersey, a Washington sweater on me, like who are you?
Bruh, watching that over and over, you just see on your face just like, what are you doing? Stop. Stop. Don't do it. It was great. I had to.
Well, Big Jeff, let's let him go. Since you up, who you got in this Miami and Chiefs game? Like I said before you jumped in, Chiefs are technically a 1.5 point favorite, even though it's all the way in Germany. Over under 50.5. I like the over in this game, and I like Miami. I like Miami
Yeah.
to win this one.
I think
Uh,
yeah. Both of
yeah,
us in fantasy are going with Miami.
with Jalen Ramsey coming back too, like who's gonna get open on Kansas City, bro? Like who's gonna like? I know that the Dolphins defense is suspect,
They're
but
gonna really have to.
their receivers are not good outside Travis Kelce.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, yeah. See, fantasy
Yeah,
football agrees. Miami in the over. That's what I think so too.
yeah. It's good. All that speed on Miami's offense I think it's going to be a major issue for Kansas City's
It
defense.
it is. I think it is too. It's gonna be really tough for them to stop
But
that
also,
offense.
my thing is Kansas City's deep front four going to show up?
Bold
Against a bank
prediction
like
overtime,
couldn't possibly
possibly.
because
Yeah,
because
if Kansas City can keep it close.
if Miami's offensive line isn't all that great, and I don't think I'm not 100% sure if Armstead is playing again this week. And I mean they've been banged up on the offense. Isaiah wins on IR for the next 4 games, so there goes like their guard right there. So
Hmm.
I mean their offensive line's banged up. So
Money line
Chris,
Chiefs. Okay. I'm taking the Chiefs. I feel that. It's nice. I don't
so
think that that's a bad pick. I just don't like the matchup for them.
yeah, I Chris Jones might be able to blow everything up, and then uh
Well, they're gonna,
Carl
they're gonna double him. They're gonna
yeah,
double
well
him at
then
the line of scrimmage every play.
the what's his face Carl Kalofkis or 58, 57. I don't know what his name is, but
When is Win
he
not injured?
he knows. Hold on, I gotta ask him this. Big draft. How did you feel about the N'Keal Harry pick? I gotta hear what he says about this because Jacob, you know how I feel about this fucking pick.
Is he a Patriots fan?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Chiefs gonna smoke Miami. Time to see the Dolphins the frauds the Vikings were last year. Are the frauds? I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna smoke Miami. Tyreek Hill is gonna.
yeah.
And even if they double team him, you got Jalen Waddle. Most are still out the backfield. Man, it's
It,
tough. As long as Tua's
yeah.
throwing the ball, they got a shot. But I do think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
But
Over DK, over Debo, over AJ. Fucking blew it.
every time we talk about that, that's exactly what I say.
See, not all the comments are showing in the chat again.
See, I don't understand that. We was watching Cozy's last night, and he couldn't see my comments. So like, I don't know what's going on with the comments in the YouTube thing. It's
I
weird.
don't know. I don't know. It might just be like a glitch in the matrix. We'll try to keep them bubble. We'll try to get all the comments bubbled up on the screen so that everybody can see them. Uh, but all right. Well, let's move on to the next game. Speaking of Minnesota and their fraudulent ways last year, we got Minnesota going into Atlanta. Atlanta technically a -4 favorite. Over under in this game's 37.5. Yeesh. They're starting Tyler Heineke in Atlanta this week
I saw
over
that.
Ritter. So I'll be honest. I like Atlanta. I do. I like Atlanta. Minnesota, like, who's their quarterback? Josh
There's
Dobbs?
no Jaron
Yeah.
Reed.
Yeah.
I
I
think.
don't think they're going to start Josh Dobbs right now. He doesn't know the system
Yeah,
yet.
they already said he's not starting.
Yeah. So you still don't have Justin Jefferson back. Your defense is piss poor. I don't see it. Atlanta's, I think Tyler Heineke is a way better quarterback than Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, I don't think Drake London's playing.
Still, I still
Yeah,
like
I don't.
them.
Matter of fact, I think I saw a notification about him not playing this week.
Atlanta's defense is good.
How do you feel about Kyle Pitts
I've already spoke my mind on Kyle Pitts, bro.
for this game at least?
I, I will say this: Taylor Heineke, he's gonna find a safety blanket, and hopefully that can be Pitts. You know what I'm saying? But
Do you think this could be a more of a rushing game for Atlanta?
it could be. But I think with what you've seen, Van Jefferson will have the most Atlanta yards. Uh,
Where's
uh,
he at on the depth chart? That's what I want to know.
I think he the number two receiver,
I don't know. I don't know where he was with Atlanta.
or I think he might have been the three. I can't remember.
No, yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm not.
I
This
like Pitts too. It's not that I don't like him. It's just he's held hostage behind an offensive play caller that is absolutely fucking garbage. Matt Collins
Matt Collins
season.
will finally actually have a decent quarterback throwing him the ball. I think
Yeah,
he was. I think he was with Miami at one point, or or was it Oakland? No, not Oakland. The Raiders.
they haven't really gotten Patterson going at all this year.
Yeah, they're most likely going to phase him out and get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't think that they're after they drafted Bijan. I was like, there's no way they're gonna keep running him the ball, are they?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to keep Patterson after this year. To be real with you,
Yeah, yeah.
because I mean they
So
unless they use him as like a third down or mainly just kick return and punt return, maybe. Other than that, I don't know I don't know.
well, who you got in this game?
Uh, I'm probably gonna go with Atlanta because I was wondering who was gonna start for Minnesota. If it was Josh Dobbs, I might lean more of Minnesota because he, you know, he'd be a better quarterback play, but
Yeah,
I'm not. He just got there, so
yeah. Yeah, I like Atlanta this game as well. 37 and a half. I'm liable to even take the under on that. I don't know. I don't know how Minnesota's going to score. I thought about taking Jordan Addison out this week.
I don't know if you knew this, but Alexander Madison has not scored a touchdown at all this year.
Yep. It's been all
So
about Kirk in the passing. They don't run the ball like you talked about. And on top of that, Cam Akers took the few the like the one rushing touchdown that they've had in like the last 3 weeks.
yeah, I heard that Minnesota wants to re-sign Kirk too.
And they should. He's a good
Yeah,
quarterback. People have been
yeah.
shitting on him for a while, but he's a pretty good quarterback. I don't think he's elite, but he's good. He's not bad
He
at
get
all.
he can get you there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you just build around him and get him a better defense, he could probably get
And
you to there.
they definitely need a better defense. Their secondary, especially, is absolutely god awful. It's god awful.
It's so
Uh,
bad.
it is. 37 and a half. I'd probably take the under in that still. 37 and a half. These teams are terrible. They really are. Okay. On the next game, we got Seattle going into Baltimore. Face the Ravens. Ravens are a 5.5 point favorite. Over in this game's 44 and a half. Jared,
Did
who do
you
you like?
Baltimore? But did you see
Yeah.
Jason? Did you see Jason Peters is starting the offensive tackle
For
Seattle?
Seattle?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they signed him to the practice squad not too long ago, and they elevated him today. So now
Isn't that the guy that used to play with the Eagles?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. He was out of the league for a little bit, and they signed him to the practice squad, and then they just elevated him today, so he's gonna be starting Sunday.
Yeah,
Should
I
be
like Baltimore in this one as well. 44 and a
yeah.
half though. I like the under that. I ain't gonna lie. Baltimore's defense is pretty good. I don't know if Seattle even scores a lot. I think Baltimore will score about 24. I don't think Baltimore I don't think Seattle gets over 17.
Yeah. Is DK and JSN playing?
I don't know. I don't know if DK's playing. Um Rams, I literally just got this. Rams Matthew Stafford thumb is unlikely to play versus Packers.
I've been
I don't
stra-
know.
I've been
I don't know how that changes the line. I don't know how that changes the line. Right,
fuck
I'll get to it. I'll just use it with the one that I have now.
fuck
But
fuck the line. I'm more worried about our lineup because that's our other quarterback.
fuck, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Oh shit. And then
We got
Trevor's on
Trevor.
a fucking bye.
Yep. So we got to either play either another running back, wide receiver, or a tight end, unless we go claim
Oh,
somebody on. Hold
there's
on.
nobody, bro. I already checked. There's nobody.
On waivers
Nobody, bro.
for
No
what?
quarterback.
That's what I figured.
Like
Hold
the
on.
quarterback
Let's
position
see.
in the dynasty league is fucking full, bro.
We can,
Like
our best.
all the quarterbacks are gone.
The only quarterback that we could do is Aiden O'Connell, Clayton Tune, Jaron Reed, Tyson Baggett.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing none of that.
Ah, bro. Ah, fuck. All right, hold on. Let's see. While we're on air, let's see what we can do.
This guy here. How you this man
Anyways,
picking I don't even know. I can't look at it. I mean, we'll probably just end up having to put somebody else in.
yeah.
So, but anyway, over under in this game's 44. Like I said, I like 17, 24, it's at 41. So, yeah, I like the under in this one. Baltimore minus 5.5. Yeah. By my score, I'd take it. Yeah. By my score, I'd take it minus 5.5. That's a good one. O'Connell and the Raiders defense gonna look good this week. Well, yeah, they play the fucking Giants. Of course they will.
I'm weak.
Well, actually, I take that back. I take that back. The Giants defense has played really well the last few weeks. they've actually only allowed like 10 points, averaging 10 points in the last 3 weeks. So Giants defense has actually been playing well. I don't know if that offense is going to look all that good, but I mean, Giants were playing a really bad defense to start the year, but then picked it up.
We could do 3 tight ends or
Possibly.
or two because I think we have Lockett in right now.
Yeah, we do have lock it in. They're
Okay.
going to do it despite McDaniels. McDaniels is gone now. Adams going to have a career day. Now
um,
that I could definitely believe. Adams having a career day, that I could believe.
I
Our
hope
corners.
so.
I
I
mean, well,
hope so. After
they're gonna put Banks on him. So I don't know if he'll have a career day because I mean, and not yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he'll have a career day, but all right. Anyway, we got Cleveland at home against Arizona. Cleveland is a 11 uh 11. Did he just say that? They don't run. Wink Martindale is the most blitzing defensive coordinator in the league. They barely run zone. Wink blitzes every down almost. Oh my God. It's terrible. I hate it. I mean, it's good and bad that we had like 6 sacks against Washington, but everybody has 6 sacks against Washington. Oh, you talk about zone blitzing? That was what I've been seeing with our rookie corner. He's been tending to follow, which I don't mind. I don't mind him following. He's played really well. Um, yeah. Yeah, I can see it though. I still can see Adams. What's it called? Having a day.
I would he can have whatever he wants, bro. Because like last week between him and Cooper Cup, there was a combined of 3 points. Yeah,
Three points.
Cooper got two, Devontae got one. In that
You
in that
know,
one point,
he had one catch, right?
yeah, that one catch got me the win,
Ah.
and I was fine because we were tied 77 all, and that one catch put me 78-77.
Well, all right. Well, who you like in this Cleveland game against Arizona?
Cleveland. That's not a question.
Yeah. Over under 38 and a half. I'd probably take the under with Josh Dobbs now.
I'd take either
Now,
one, honestly.
I'd take Jacobs before I take Adams. To be honest, I mean mainly because like look how the passing game has been. I mean I know McDaniel's is gone, but still, I don't think like that's going to get any better. Now Adams will have more catches, he'll have more targets, but
Is
I can
is
see
this
Jake. Our run defense is absolutely garbage.
is Aiden O'Connell? Is this his first start, or is this his second start?
I think it's his second. Didn't they play him
Okay.
last week too?
No, Jimmy played last week. It might have been the week before that he started.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, okay.
Uh, 38 and a half. Yeah, I'd probably take the under in this one too. All
Deshaun's supposed to
right.
be playing. We're on the Cleveland game, right?
Yeah, I even with Deshaun playing, he's been out for the last few weeks,
I was
so
about to say Deshaun's playing. I think.
so I still like the under 38 and a half. I don't think Arizona's gonna score a point. They might get lucky and get a field goal or two. Um, they're in full tank mode. You know,
Right.
that's what they're gonna do. They're just in full tank mode. All right, next game we got the Los Angeles Rams going into Green Bay to face Green Bay. The line I had is -3 over under 38 and a half, but now that Stafford's not playing,
You know what's upsetting?
what's up?
We could have seen Stenson Bennett in this game.
if he was physically able to perform. They have him on the
Yeah,
pup list still.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know why he's on there, but it would
Some
have been
type of
nice to see.
illness that he's been dealing with,
Mm,
from what I've
it
read.
it it would have been nice to see him because like he you know he's sitting on our taxi squad or whatever as of right now
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
IR.
he's just chilling. It would have been nice to see what he was gonna do and how he was gonna go about things, but it is what it is. Uh, Next we got no, I'm sorry, we just brought up this game. Who do you like in this one now, LA or Green Bay?
Well, now with no Stafford, I'm gonna take Green Bay.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I like Green Bay in this one as well. They're favored by 3. Um, over under 38.5 with Stafford out. I'll take the under in that one too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what we could do? Now that Stafford's out, we could put Higby in.
I don't like Higbee. Not with Stafford out. If Cup was out, I'd like him.
Well,
But
I
if
mean
Staff,
either way. I
I don't
mean,
like. He has not played well the last few weeks at all.
we got Hayden Hurst and him to decide through if we're doing tight ends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
you know we could put Demario Douglas in
I
against
actually went.
Washington.
I actually went and picked up Njoku in our league that we're in together
Okay.
because I had to put him in for Darren Waller. Uh, Man, Green Bay. I like them more. No Stafford. It's just I don't think their offense is gonna move much. Kyron Williams is still out. Cooper Cup's gonna probably get bracketed and doubled the whole game. Uh, I don't know what they're gonna do. Um,
I mean,
and then Cougar is gonna have Jair Alexander on him.
yeah, it's got to be a Puka game.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the under in this one because Green Bay's offense still is lackluster. They still can't do
Mm.
nothing. They have decent weapons, but they just can't get nothing together.
Yeah, Green Bay's defense ain't all that either. So
Whew, excuse me. All right. Um, all right. Next we got Tampa Bay going into Houston. Houston is a 2.5 point favorite over Tampa Bay. Over under is 40 in this game. Who you like?
I kind of like Houston in this one. I think Houston. I think Houston's gonna get after Baker more. Will Anderson's making a name for himself right now.
Yeah.
And
Um,
Houston's pass defense isn't bad either.
no, it's not. It's not. Houston's got a pretty good defense for, what they have over there. Um,
Yeah, and
my
I
only
think
question is CJ Stroud gonna bounce back from playing bad last week?
as far as I don't know, no Damian Pierce either.
Yeah. So, and Todd Bowles is gonna try to get after him.
Yeah,
So, I'm actually gonna go with Tampa Bay in this one. They played pretty well last week against Buffalo. I didn't expect them to win, but they made it a game. Obviously, it came down to a Hail Mary. So they made a game of it. Um, but I think Tampa Bay wins this one. Over under though, I'd probably go over. I'd probably go over 40. Yeah, I like the over 40 on that one. Tampa Bay over 40. I like Houston's defense, but I still think I like Baker Mayfield and what the that Buccaneers offense brings to the table right now compared to what the Texans bring to the table offensively. Uh, and it's not like Tampa Bay's defense is like scrubs,
right.
They're not bad. So yeah, I like Tampa Bay. All right. Yeah, I like Tampa Bay over than the over. So we'll move on to the next one. We got Washington going into New England. to face the Patriots. Jared, Patriots are a 2.5 point favorite. I can't believe that. Um, Over under in this game is 40.5. Jared, who do you like?
I don't know how I want to go about this. This is a frustrating game to decide from. You know why? This is
Why?
this is what it's going to cause me.
Emotional damage.
This guy here, bro.
But but yeah, dude,
What's up,
this
fantasy?
this
Fantasy
is
said he's
this
back.
this is gonna be a different one, a difficult one to decide from because you mean you got Mac, who isn't playing. Our offense isn't all that great, and the game's really gonna be decided from the interior. Because there's no more Chase Young, there's no more Montez Sweat. You still
Yeah, but
got
still got to deal with Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. That's pretty good
exactly,
combo.
yeah, exactly, and then so I don't know how if we really want to see what Cole Strange is gonna look like, he's got to step up because like if he has a bad game, we know what's gonna happen. If he has a bad game, all that pressure up the middle is gonna fuck up Mac. But
I'm actually looking at the opposite end. I'm looking at y'all's defense against their offense because their offensive line is bad.
yeah,
Uh, their offensive line is bad. The Giants got 6 sacks against them. They're giving up on pace to break David Carr's record for most sacks in the season on quarterback. I hate the Pats, but I think the Pats get a dub this week. I think so too. I think the Patriots are going to get after him, get after Sam
Sam
Howell.
Howell.
Yeah, and they're going to put him in long down situations.
But let's
Uh,
but let's not get it twisted though. Washington can put up points, and
I'm not disagreeing with that.
our defense is banged up. So and we as long as we can get pressure on Sam Howell and not let him
But
throw for almost
but that's the
400
thing,
fucking yards.
and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like it being that y'all are banged up, I can understand now on the back end, with y'all secondary. Yeah, I could see the problem being posed,
Yeah,
but the offensive line for Washington is god awful. Oh, look at that. Uh,
so
it's
confused what just happened.
the offensive line is god awful. It's terrible. So I expect the Patriots to come out of there with at least minimum 3 sacks, minimum. So, and I think they're going to get pressure on Hal, probably going to cause Hal to get uncomfortable. Sam Howell could have 75 plus rushing yards tomorrow with pass pressure. If they roll him out of the pocket, I don't think they will though. Eric Bieniemy's offense doesn't have a lot of rollouts. And he, from how I've seen him play, he doesn't really care to tuck and run. Yeah, he'll do it from time to time, but from what I've seen, he doesn't really care to do it. Um, I like New England's offense too against this matchup with Montez Sweat and Chase Young gone. And y'all can focus more on protection on the inside, and leave y'all gonna have to leave y'all's tackles 1-on-1. Just let you know. Um, and figure out who's getting beat. I would probably double team Allen before I double team anybody else, but Teron Payne's a strong second. So, uh, but yeah, that's not bad though.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I think it's gonna come down to who what defense is playing better.
All right. Next, we got Chicago going into New Orleans to face the Saints. Saints are 8.5 point favorite. Over under in this game is 41. Oh, I didn't pick the over on under in that last one. I'd probably go over.
I think I'm gonna
Over.
go.
I'd probably go over 40.5. I still think y'all are gonna give up some points, but I think y'all are gonna score more than you realize.
Look, if we can put up more, if we can replicate the points we put up against Buffalo, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, I could see like a 27-24 game. I could see something like that.
Could this
We
one be
need
a
we
game,
need Stevenson to have a good game for us. I'm not gonna lie.
bro? We need him to start having a good season.
Yeah. But like I was saying, Chicago, going to New Orleans. New Orleans 8.5 point favorite. Over under is 41. I like New Orleans in this one. Chicago, is Justin Fields still not playing? Yeah, so I like New Orleans. 8.5 though, that's tough. I'd probably take that. I'd probably take New Orleans minus 8.5. If I wanted to be a little bit smarter, I might take it down to like 6.5. But uh, I'd probably risk it if I was trying to risk it. I'd take the 8.5 minus 8.5 for New Orleans. Over under 41.
Who's to say this DJ Moore doesn't cut up like he did that Thursday night game and had like 3 touchdowns against the Saints?
Why won't that happen? Who's to say that won't happen? It probably won't, mainly because Justin Fields isn't throwing the ball.
No, I know that.
Uh,
I know that, but I mean, if you're trying to get Bennett like and Baggett or whatever the fuck his name is, the ball out of his hands before all that Cam Jordan hits him and shit, that would what you would want to do.
yeah, see, that's
I
what
can
I'm
see it.
thinking.
Yeah,
I'm thinking they're gonna pick him at least twice. The pressure up front's gonna get to him.
I think Mark.
Chicago's offensive line is terrible. The Saints defense is good.
Yeah, I think Lattimore is going to end up getting him one.
Yeah, the Saints defense is good. I got them in one of my leagues. And they've done pretty well for me so far. So I could definitely see that minus 8.5 for the Saints hitting. 41. That's the tough question because I mean, fuck, they're 41. Is Chicago going to be able to score? Begging got lucky last week and could have thrown 3 interceptions last week. I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah, they could have. He played terrible last week. The week before, he played fine. They went against the Raiders. What do you expect?
Yeah, I'm still not expecting a good game from him.
Yeah, I'm not expecting. I mean, like I said, New Orleans is a good defense with a defensive-minded head coach. So I don't expect this. I
Right.
don't expect that. Like I said, 41. I probably take the under, but only because I don't think Chicago's going to score.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, on to the next one. We got Indianapolis going into Carolina, face the Panthers. Indy is a 2.5 point favorite. Over under, and this one's 43.5.
I think fantasy is a Colts fan. If you are, I want to know what you need. I want to know what you think about this game.
I think Indy wins this one. Carolina got their first win last week, but I mean that was against a Texans team with going against a rookie QB. Indy's going up there with Gardner Minshew. Jonathan Taylor is going to be getting the ball more. Uh, I like Indy in this game. I like their defense too.
So yeah, I was right. So he is a Colts fan, but yeah. I like this game too.
Yeah, I like the Colts in this one. Who's that? Who's that receiver for them? I think that's good. Not Michael Pittman Jr., but the other guy,
Josh Downs.
Josh Downs. I think he might have a good game this week.
We liked him in our dynasty league. We weren't able to get him.
Yeah, I like Josh Downs this week. Going against this Carolina team, they're gonna probably put J.C. Horn. Try to put J.C. Horn. Oh, Downs is hurt. Oh shit. Oh, well, if he's hurt, then yeah, JT might have the game then. JT might have a game.
I might
put Zach Moss in.
I have Zach Moss in our other league.
Yeah.
I might put. I have ETN on a bye week because it seems like he's getting goal line carries.
43.5 though.
Do you see Gardner Minshew and Bryce Young putting up that many points?
I don't know. Indy's been secretly putting up points this year. I'm not gonna lie. they've been sliding under the radar with the points that they've been putting up. It hasn't been, 40s and stuff like that. Like, yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, Indy puts up points like that. For some reason, I don't know why, because I don't really care for y'all's receivers all that much. You got a good run game, offensive line is pretty good, and your quarterback's position has question marks. But man, they put up fucking points every week. So yeah, 43 and a half. It's not really Indy that I have a problem with putting up points. It's Carolina going to be able to put up points. That's my thing.
And they give up points as well.
Do you think they're going to give up enough to make 43 though? 44?
To go over 44?
Well, the line's 43 and a half, so they would have to hit 44 to go over.
Okay.
But well, man, I'd probably go over then if that's the case. I don't know if Carolina's going to put that up. I could see Indy putting up like 24, 28, really. I could see them putting up like 28, 27, 21 Indy. That's not a bad one. Yeah, I can see that.
Be a good that's a good game right there too.
Yeah, that might be a pretty good game then. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I still like Indy to win it though, and I like a -2.5. All right, we'll move it on. Giants going into Vegas to face the Raiders. Raiders are a 1.5 point favorite at home. Over under in this game is 37.5. Tragic. We already had Big Draft Energies pick on this one. I think he likes the Raiders. So, Jared, who do you like in this one? Yeah, Vegas is 1.5 point favorite.
I'm gonna go with the Giants in this one because we got no Josh McDaniels, no Mick Lombardi, no Dave Ziegler, Jimmy G's benched. So I mean, what can you do at that point? You just lost your entire fucking front office, basically. It seems like the Raiders and fantasy's taking the Raiders in the over.
Yeah, I like the Giants in the over. Daniel Jones is back playing. And when he has Saquon Barkley out there, he plays a lot better. He really does. And then the Raiders defense really isn't shit. So I've seen Daniel Jones play well against bad defenses. I don't disagree with that. They're definitely excited to coach
for real.
But
this will be interesting.
Are they gonna be well enough prepared to go against them? And the Giants aren't that great of a team, but they're still an NFL team. And when you lose your coach, your offense coordinator, and your GM, and your starting quarterback is benched, and for me, I don't know how well prepared they're going to be going into this week.
Yeah, I think it's always better because I think he's a former player. I don't know if he played with the Raiders, but I know he played before. So
Who, the interim coach, Antonio Pierce?
Yeah.
He played with the Giants. Got a Super Bowl ring with the Giants in 07.
Okay. All right. I didn't because I know I recognize the name. I was like, I just didn't remember if he played with the Raiders or not.
Oh yeah, recognize that name. He took y'all down, motherfucker. Oh yeah, he took y'all asses down. I don't disagree, and I could see him maybe performing well after this week, but for it to just happen, and then you have less time to prepare. Like how do you get a team prepared in an offensive system in a week? And he's a defensive guy, so I could see it. I could see it. A close game here, to be honest with you. I like the Giants and the under.
It seems like a whole lot of feeling going on there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of feels. Like I feel that. I feel the feels, the good vibes, all that. But at the end of the day, preparation and execution is what wins games. So the vibes can be all nice and happy, jolly go lucky, but if you're not prepared and you're not executing properly, they're still gonna lose. So uh but I like Giants. I might be a little biased, but I still but the Raiders defense is terrible. They let that Bagnet kid from with Chicago destroy their defense. You know what I mean? He absolutely destroyed him. So there's no excuse of why the Giants can't do the same thing.
I think that
No
DC is the
excuse.
only one that hasn't got fired yet.
And which is crazy because it's not like the defense has played well.
And
You
then, you know
know?
what what would be funny is honestly not necessarily be funny, but like what I could see is if the Raiders lose this game, I could see DC out the game out of a job too.
Yeah. Yeah, especially going up against an offense that's ranked probably bottom three in almost every category.
We're there
You know.
together. You heard me?
So what's that?
I said me and you are there together.
Here you go. uh anyway, Mr. There Together. Uh we'll move it on. Not a whole lot to talk about with that one. Uh this is a good game though. I think it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a real deciding game. You got the Giants, the Dallas Cowboys going into Philly to face the Eagles. Uh Eagles are a 3-point favorite. Over under in this game's 46 and a half. Jared, I like Philly. I like the over. What do you like?
I like Philly. I don't know about the over, but it's gonna be interesting to see Dak Prescott throw against that defense.
Yeah, Dallas has been putting up points. Philly puts up points. There's nothing in my mind that really is like, oh well, these guys can't go over 47. Like, yeah, they're gonna go over 47. Uh, and then they're in Philly too. Um, Dallas still has to show me that they can compete against top teams in the league. It looks nice what they do when they do it against all the shittier teams in the league. But until they can show me that they can compete with the top teams, even in their own division, then and this is like the first time we actually get to see Jalen Hurts versus Dak Prescott in a quarterback duel because last year Dak got hurt and Cooper Rush was playing, and then towards the end of the season when they matched up again, they had Gardner Minshew playing for the Philly, and Dak was back for Dallas. So we really haven't gotten to see that matchup yet. So it'll be an interesting game. I'll definitely be checking it out in between the Giants and Raiders game. So, but
That was the Sunday night game.
no. We're about to do the Sunday night game next.
Oh, okay. I figured that would be the Sunday night game. That should be the Sunday night game.
Mm. I got a better one for you. Buffalo going into Cincinnati.
Oh, never mind. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Buffalo going into Cincinnati. In that last game, fantasy, I wouldn't pick Dallas. Uh, yeah, in that last game, in this game, Buffalo going into Cincinnati. The Bengals are a 1.5 point favorite. Over under in this one's 50 and a half. Jared,
Yeah,
who you
I
like?
agree. I'm
Bengals?
with fantasy. Yeah, I'm with fantasy. They're playing
Ah,
Buffalo. If they lose to Buffalo, if they beat Buffalo, it knocks Buffalo, with another loss. Miami wins, and then if the Jets win,
it all depends. Well, there's a difference between who I think and who I want to. And that's who I think is going to win. is probably Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's going to win. But who I want to win is a different story because I picked both of these teams to win their division at the beginning of the year.
Fair enough.
So it all depends on what happens with the Miami KC game. Okay. If Miami wins, I'm going to want Buffalo to win because they need to keep pace with Miami.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, they're only one game behind Miami. And I need Cincinnati to flip this season around and Baltimore to choke. Okay. So in reality, I picked Miami to win against KC, but I'll probably be rooting for KC to win. That way I can root for the Bengals to win. That way it keeps Miami and Buffalo one game apart with still having to play each other another time. And Cincinnati can keep pace with Baltimore because I think Baltimore is going to beat Seattle. So, but yeah, I believe Cincinnati's going to win this game.
It's going to be a great game to watch Sunday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Over under in this game is 50.5.
We see it's going to be interesting because Cincinnati's got a good red zone defense. And when Buffalo gets inside the red zone, it's either A, they're throwing it 4 times to Diggs, or Josh Allen's going to try to run the ball. So it's going to be interesting. And then I want to see how Trey Henderson's going to do.
Yeah. Buffalo did go pick up Rasul Douglas, which was definitely needed for them. He's not a huge pickup, but I thought that was an interesting pickup for them.
Yeah, they needed a corner.
Cincinnati, 50.5. I mean, both of these teams can put up points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like both of these squads can put up massive points. So in the probability of things, I'd probably take the over.
Yeah.
Because both of these offenses are good. So, but we'll see how it goes.
Buffalo's defense is also banged up, so.
And yeah, and that's the thing. That is another thing. So
we need a huge game from Mixon this week.
Facts. I need a good game from Joe Burrow.
I need you to win. I need you to beat Duke because he's the only one I think he's one of my only 2 losses. And if he loses and I win, I think I get first place.
Well, Monday night we have the Los Angeles Chargers going into New York to face the Jets. Chargers are a -3.5 favorite in this game. Over under in this game is 40. And obviously everybody's going to be watching the matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers offense versus the defense. But I'm looking at the other side because who's going to win that match? I'm looking at the matchup between the Jets offense and the Chargers defense because the Chargers defense has been one of the worst defenses in the league. Absolutely god awful terrible, especially after they traded Jason Jackson away. And now they're going up against a god awful offense in the Jets. So who's gonna win that god awful matchup?
The thing I'm looking towards is the matchup between Keenan Allen and Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner? Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. One league I have Tua, Jonathan Taylor, Mixon, Tyreek Hill, Rondale Moore, Puka Nacua, Addison, Kyle Pitts, Saints defense, Taylor. Jesus Christ, what is that? 10-man league? Jesus. Holy fuck. I like the Chargers in this one. The Jets defense is good, don't get me wrong. But the Chargers offense is so good. It really is. The Chargers offense is good. 12-man league. Wow, I'm surprised. That's a hell of a draft. I like the Chargers. I like them minus 3.5. Over under 40.
Can Zach Wilson do enough to get him a
That's what
win?
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is Zach Wilson gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what? Where? I don't know. I don't know. That over under one scares me. If I had to choose, I'd probably take the under just because of how good the Jets defense is and how shitty. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But I'm looking at the flip side, how bad that Jets defense is, and how bad that Chargers. I mean, how bad that Jets offense is, and how bad the Chargers defense is. Uh, and who's gonna win that matchup? So I'd probably take the over in this one. And it'll be interesting to see how the Chargers offense plays against that Jets defense. So,
It, it's definitely going to be a good matchup between Zach Wilson and that Chargers defense.
well, who do
Because
you like?
I like the Chargers simply because I think Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa are going to have a field day against that offensive line.
I gotcha. Jets offense is garbage, but Chiefs defense are always tough, but give a big plays. They do give a big plays. They do. But this team, I don't know if they're even capable of big plays. That's my thing. I don't know if the Jets offense is capable of big plays. They had that one against the Giants last week for the Brees Hall touchdown, but I thought that was one of the Giants' bad tackling because they had multiple opportunities to take him down and they didn't take him down. Uh, so, but it's Zach Wilson we're talking about here. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like what big plays? Like I don't know, and I know how the Chargers defense plays. They play a lot of like man cover one over the top. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it. For that Brees Hall, yeah, I have Brees Hall in on one of my leagues, so
Yeah,
I'm hoping
he's my
two of my leagues.
he's
Sorry, two of my leagues.
he's in one of my best ball league. Well, he's in my best ball league.
Yeah, he's in two of my leagues, so hopefully he plays decent. I'm hoping he does at least. Like I said, over under 40. I'd probably take the man. Fantasy football maybe changed it. I gotta take the under. Man, the Jets offense is so fucking bad. I just don't see it going over 40. Um. All right. Well, Josh Palmer out, Dalton and Quentin Johnson. He gets his first touchdown this week.
They
I
showed
thought
it.
it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be last week, but he didn't. They didn't throw it as much to him last week. So I
Yeah,
think
I
I
was
think
about
he
to say
gets it.
because they showed it. They got him a few good bit of targets last week. So
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
I
he
think
would have.
he gets his first touchdown this week. Watch.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move into this since we're almost into the midway mark. So let's go ahead and get into this.
Yeah.
So we did this last week with the midseason awards. We didn't have a video of it or anything. We just had the audio out. So as of right now,
Wait, you mean last year?
like last season.
Yeah, I know, but you said last week.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, last season. Uh, but I mean, we did it last season. Um, so as of right now, we have MVP, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, rookie defensive player of the year,
Rookie
and
offense.
rookie offense of the year, and then rookie defense of the year. So as of
Coach of the
right,
year too.
coach of the year too.
Yeah.
And comeback player of the year.
Yes.
So as of right now, who do you think wins offensive player of the year?
Offensive player of the year, Tyreek Hill.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah,
Especially
it's kind of.
for the AFC especially.
Do you think it's
Uh,
gonna be a toss up between him and CMC?
we'll see CMC will win it on the other side. They do it for both conferences.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we got that notification too. Yeah, that happened mid show. Well, at the beginning of our picks, really. Yeah, Tyreek's definitely. I still think Tyreek would have it over CMC right now. I mean, look what Tyreek's doing, bro. It's insane. If you want to like pit, but Tyreek would be the offensive player for the AFC, and CMC would be the offensive player for the NFC. No, actually, I take that back. It'd be a toss-up on the NFC side between him and AJ Brown, because AJ Brown has been going fucking dumb.
Fair.
You know, AJ Brown is going dumb right now. 6 straight games over 125 yards. That's insane. So, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Christian McCaffrey's been eating it up with the touchdowns. But man, what AJ Brown, and if you haven't been watching these Philly games, and I'm pretty sure that Cozy and sometimes you watch these games and AJ Brown just fucking saves them, bro. It's insane. Like this motherfucker against the Washington Commanders last week. This dude Jalen Hurts must have held the ball for like 6 seconds before throwing it to an open AJ Brown, and I'm just like, bro, why is this man always saving this dude? And like it's like right before he's about to get hit, right before he's always saving Jalen Hurts, bro.
That and then that one-handed snag in the end zone he had.
The dude is just a monster right now. So I'd probably go AJ Brown on the NFC side. And that's no disrespect to Christian McCaffrey.
Right. All right. So, which one you want to do? Which one you want to go next?
We could do defensive player of the year.
What do you think?
I'd probably right now I'd go Myles Garrett on the AFC side. He has taken over games. That Indy game, and I'm sure Fantasy Football Addict can attest to this. That Indy game, that dude. I mean, it was a 39-38 game, but that man won that game. I mean, that dude just sealed it. Look, like yeah, like he knows. Like I'm telling you, Myles Garrett has been going absolutely crazy this year, and T.J. Watt's nipping at his heels, you know. But
for the NFC, for the NFC, I think I'm about to go with Micah Parsons. Because like, if you're looking at what he's doing right now, it's just ridiculous.
They should have won that game. You know why they didn't win that game? A guy called Myles Garrett. A guy called Myles Garrett is why they did not win that game. It wasn't even Indy's fault, in my opinion. It was Myles Garrett just taking over at the end. Yeah, man. I'd probably go Micah. I could probably go Micah.
He's really the only one that stands out to me on the NFC.
Well, I mean, Nick Bosa has played well. He actually has him and Dexter Lawrence are actually tied for the most pressures, for the most QB pressures in the league right now. Crazy, right? Dexter Lawrence is so good.
You think he's got a lab at his house?
Who, Nick Bosa or Dexter Lawrence?
Dexter Lawrence.
This fucking dude, Dexter Lawrence. Are you so stupid? But yeah,
no, that's fair.
I'd probably go being talked about but it's Micah. Micah gets talked about every week, but it's not always for his play.
Yeah, no, Micah's getting talked about more because of like him talking online and shit.
I'll be real. You know who's played really well on that same team? Deron Bland, the cornerback. Mm-hmm. He has played well. I'm not gonna lie, he really has. But right now, for the NFC side of Defensive Player of the Year, I'd probably go Mike.
Well, that's fair. I think I'd probably end up sticking with Micah, to be honest.
Yeah. So, but all right. Well, who do you got for Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Offensive Rookie of the Year? Probably Addison.
Yeah, he has played really well, especially stepping up for when JJ went out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. With JJ being out, I think it has to be Addison.
Yeah,
he's really the only one that sticks out to me right now. Like,
yeah, Bijan had a strong start to the year, but he has not really.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, it's definitely Addison on the NFC side.
Yeah, I think overall, to be real with you.
Well, overall, yeah, but they do it for both sides. That's what I'm saying. Like when they give out the awards, they give them out for both.
Who do you think is going to get it for the AFC?
That A Chain kid, he's a
Uh
rookie, isn't he?
yeah, he's a rookie, but he's on IR for right now. Well, he was on IR or
Yeah,
is on IR right
I
now. So
think he
I don't
might
know.
still be on it. Might not be him if he doesn't come back and play well. Oh no, Nakua Puka Nakua plays in the NFC.
Yeah.
Uh, I just don't see who else you can. Maybe Kincaid.
Maybe could, but he didn't really get the starts until Knox got hurt.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
who
kind
I
of
was
hard.
thinking about. I was thinking about maybe Laporta from the NFC. From NFC. Downs is a rookie. I
Yeah.
didn't know he was a rookie. Maybe Downs. Yeah, I could see Downs being getting it. If HA would never got hurt, it would have definitely been him.
Yeah. Fair enough. That
But
motherfucker's fast. He makes fast people look not fast.
but outside of him, if we're going just strictly off of health and how they're playing, then yeah, I'd probably say Joshua Downs if that's the case
Yeah.
because I'm looking at him week to week and he's played really well. I just can't think of any other offensive guys on the AFC that have been rookies that have really shined. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
so. But okay, well, what about defensive side? Defensive rookie of the year.
For the NFC, it's gonna end up being Devin Witherspoon.
Man, he's played such good ball, bruh.
It's
He
so,
has played so good
and if Christian Gonzalez wouldn't have got hurt, bro, I bet you he would have won it too.
on the AFC side. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
He's he's played well. I can't
yeah,
lie.
yeah. If he would have never got hurt that Dallas game, he most likely would have won it. Because right as he's out for the year, so there's no coming back for him.
Yeah. Um,
So,
you
but who do you
know,
think who do you think wins it on the AFC?
ah, that's a good question, bro. That's a solid question. I have no idea.
On the defensive side,
On the defensive side for the AFC,
what?
I don't.
Uh, fuck, I had his name in my head. Will Anderson.
Maybe. I'm
I think
trying to
that
think
would be
of.
that would be the only other person I could think of that outside of Gonzalez that if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be Anderson Jr. Will Anderson Jr. I'm trying to think of anybody else that's been a rookie that I've been hearing about from the AFC side. I just can't think of anybody.
I would say, yeah, I can't think of anybody.
Dude from the Eagles, Nolan Smith. Oh no, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter.
That's
Yeah,
defensive.
defensive rookie of the year. I could see that, but
Yeah,
man, what Devin Witherspoon is doing with the Seahawks right now has been really good. But Jalen Carter is definitely up there as well as far because he's played really. But then on top of that, you look at that and they got all those guys on that D line. How much does that affect him? Like, I mean, on the Seahawks side, they got Tyreek Woolen, and that's about it. So,
yeah.
or Earl Thomas went back there, didn't he?
Fuck no.
I could have swore he did.
Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams, that's what I'm thinking of.
I
Jamal
was about to
Adams
say.
is
I was
there.
about to say. Do you not remember Earl Thomas getting
Yeah,
caught up?
I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, wait a minute, no, that can't be right. I was thinking of Jamal Adams, but yeah, Jamal Adams is there. So, but we haven't really heard his name get called much at all. You
Well,
know.
he at one point he had a concussion and then came back and then got a concussion like the very next game, and since then I haven't heard anything about him.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a close one. It's a close one between Witherspoon and Jalen Carter. And then I'll just give it to Will Anderson Jr. by default right now. I'd have to look more into the
Yeah,
AFC rookies on defense.
I still think Witherspoon gets it for the NFC.
Yeah. All right. Well, what about Coach of the Year so far?
It's a good question. Could it, depending on the season, for what they're doing right now in the division, and with the draft they did and everything, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Houston, uh,
D'Amico
Demar, Demi,
Ryans?
D'Amico
D-
Ryan's could get Coach of the Year, turning around that franchise. You
mm,
know, it might be a long shot.
if they won the division or made like a playoff spot, I'd agree with you, but I don't think they'll do that.
There's a few that come to mind, but like he's the kind of one that just stuck out to me right now. Right now, because they're like, I think,
Right
what is
now,
their
to me,
record?
it's Mike McDaniels.
Oh, that's fair.
Uh, what that dude has put together over there for this season and having Tyreek just absolutely going crazy and that offense scoring what they're scoring, winning games the way they're winning games, it's remarkable. It really has. It really has been. Either him or Nick Sirianni, obviously.
I'd much rather McDaniel. I think
Yeah.
I think Sirianni is kind of full of it. To be real with you, he's too cocky.
Mhm. I like McDaniels.
I
Who you
much
got for?
he's
What was I about to
what
say? What you saying?
I was about to say. McDaniel is funny as shit.
Oh,
I
McDaniels
don't
is awesome.
I don't know if you ever seen like some of his interviews, but he's funny.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely ridiculous.
Did you see the
Uh,
one with Jalen when he was talking about Jalen Ramsey?
no, I don't think so.
He was like, yeah, he's like he called me up saying that he was going to come back and get a pick six, not a pick field goal.
Uh,
Because the
well,
interception he had almost went to the crib, but he got tackled and he ended up turning into a field goal.
yeah. Um, all right. What about comeback player?
Comeback player. This is interesting. Who do you think gets it? Because I'm trying to think of who's come back and that's balling right now. Who do you think would get it?
Maybe Brees.
Brees could get it, yeah. Come back from the Achilles or the ACL that he had.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an interesting one. Um,
Uh, Trying to think of players that went down last season.
who did go down last season?
Maybe Gus Edwards.
Uh, I think Brees would get it over him.
Right now, yeah, probably.
I think Brees gets it in general.
I can't think of anybody else that really got hurt that came back to play right now.
Yeah, I think Brees would be the one to get it.
Um, but yeah. All right. What about MVP? Who you got as the MVP of the league right now?
As of right now,
Yeah,
Tua.
it's not a bad
The,
one.
I think what Tua's doing right now with that offense and everything, and I mean, shit, he leads. I'm pretty sure he leads the league in touch. Well, I don't know about touchdown passes, but I'm pretty sure he leads the league in pass yards right now.
Hmm.
But I mean, you gotta look like he's been staying. He's healthy, and look what they're doing right now.
No, you're right. I don't disagree with that. They're playing really well.
And you even said it when we were drafting. You're like, if Tua stays healthy, we probably win this season.
Yeah, and as long as he stays healthy, that offense is going to click.
Yeah,
So, um,
knock on wood. If he does have to miss time, granted, hopefully it's just one game.
yeah. Um, it's kind of hard not to say Tua, but then at the same time, like the running game that they've had has been really good.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to say Tua.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's run down a few names that could be up for it. So we got Tua, we got Tyreek, uh, Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen.
Well, there's a couple. Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
oh yeah, I forgot about Jalen Hurts. Yeah, that's just a few that I just ripped off real
Uh,
quick.
Maybe Lamar Jackson.
Sleeper.
Definitely a sleeper, especially if they continue to play well.
Yeah.
Um, they're definitely not going to give it to CMC. The only way a running back is going to get an MVP is if that man has he's got to have he's got to break the rushing record along with breaking the touchdown record.
He didn't break
You
it
know,
last week. He tied it.
no, I mean touchdowns in a season. That's what I'm trying to
Oh, the
say.
30.
Yeah,
You talking about the 31 record?
yeah, he needs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In order for a running back in today's game
Yeah.
to
So you
get
yeah.
MVP, they're going to have to break the rushing record and they're going to have to break the running touchdown record.
So
It's going to be the only way.
let me get this right. So you're talking about he's got to break CJ2K's record
Yes,
on top of LT's rushing touchdown record,
yes,
which is I believe 31 in a season.
yes.
Oh, suck.
That's the only way a running back's going to get it, bruh. Ever. They really should just rename the MVP, get rid of MVP, and just rename it best quarterback because that's all they give it to. That's all. The one person that has a shot at it right now is Tyreek Hill because of the numbers that he's putting up. But
I got
any other
another.
skill player, and we talked about this last year with Jefferson. We said if Jefferson got over 2,000 yards, he could be considered for MVP.
Yeah.
But he didn't get it. So we were like,
And
no, it's gonna go to a quarterback. And where did it go, Jared?
it went to the quarterback.
Exactly. Thank you.
Now, if Tyreek puts up 2,000, like he's on pace to, we're talking about
If he puts up 2,000 or over 2,000 yards with 12 plus touchdowns,
he's gonna make a very good argument to him.
very good argument.
I think it was you I talked about this. Who's to say he doesn't break this receiving record, right? Because I think it's the record's 19 something, I believe. I think for receiving yards. So who's to
Wasn't
say?
it Calvin Johnson said it, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's 19 something. So who's to say he doesn't get 2,000 and then gets a ring and then retires?
I'd be hot. I'd be hot considering we drafted him in Dynasty. He said he's gonna play at least another 2, 3 years. So
But I mean, once you think about it, what else does he have? He's already going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's already going to have 2+ rings. He's going to have the receiving record on top. Probably have the touchdown, well, maybe the touchdown record. I don't remember what the touchdown record is for receiving yard for wide receivers.
yeah.
But see, Tyreek's at 10-14 with 8 TDs right now.
You see what I'm saying? He could finish with 2,000 yards and about 14 touchdowns.
If he gets a ring with that stat line, I would not be surprised if he called it quits.
I'd be very upset.
Because I mean, he's already going to go into the Hall of Fame after that, regardless of the fact. He's already
Yeah.
got money.
I mean, he might. He said he wants to. So, but they're gonna have to win a ring in order for that to happen. Even if he breaks the record, if they don't win a ring this year, he'll come back.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us here at After the Huddle. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate all the comments, everybody liking, subscribing, sharing, all that stuff. think Moss has the touchdown record at 23. Yeah, that was that 2011.
That was
That was
no, it was
2007, right?
yeah the year we
Yeah,
played y'all in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's when he broke
yeah,
it. Because I
yeah.
think because we broke it the regular season against y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
that was Randy Moss's touchdown breaking touchdown, and then Brady's I think
For
50th
2007.
something touchdown pass.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So
but all right. Thank y'all, everybody. As always, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff they do on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere we're at. Like, follow, uh, and just continue to get in here. And we want to see everybody's picks and input and all that stuff. So we appreciate everybody. Um, as always, we'll be back. Most likely Tuesday. I don't have work Tuesday, so we can run it Tuesday.
word.
Um,
Uh, maybe I can slide through Tuesday.
and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out
Yeah,
what
we'll
to
figure
do.
it out.
But all right, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time.